Na komm, bisschen gucken. Guck mal hier, guck mal die. Oh, ist aber niedlich, ne? Mal gucken. Guck mal die. Oh, gut. Ja? Guck mal. Komm mal gucken. Guck mal, Hummelchen. Rico. Komm mal gucken. Wasser für dich. Wasser für dich. The crow arrives even for water. Crow, you stay away. Nein, Rico. Nein. 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 This is... Nein. Nein. The crow comes because of the water. He wants to defend it. But I have to hold it. Here, Rico, Wasser. Wasser. Is it important now or not? Huh? Not important? Okay, thank you. Nein, du bleibst hier. Bleibst hier. It's already challenging enough to give him water because I have to watch out that no one arrives, like people or something, or other dogs where he thinks he has to defend. Okay, now we move on to our wonderful, let's see, I have to learn how to grab this camera first. So, jetzt können wir wandern. Nein! Oh, the crow. Komm, Rico, weiter. Komm, komm. We walk through the wildflower field, but actually it's really very warm. I wanted to tell you something that I just experienced. Come in the shade, Rico. Cool down in the shade, in the higher flowers. So we can... it's really hot. Over 35 degrees today gonna be. Come, Rico, come. That's why we've got 9. Grandfather walk again. Anyway, I just walked 9, Rico. Man, how do I get his focus off this crow? Rico, wir gehen hier gucken. I wanted to stay in the shade. Komm. Then you have to watch wildflowers now. Komm. Boink, boink. So now I can test the camera. Also some more in these beautiful flowers. And find some piece of what we just experienced. Because I'm really quite disappointed. We walked all the way with a lady. Komm, Rico. And her dog. Komm. Laufen wir weiter. Na komm. Komm, Rico, komm. Komm. Standing in the sun, huh? If I'm in the shade. Okay, komm, Rico. Little bit flower ceremony, and then we go in the shade again, because it's too hot here. Okay, Rico. If you don't chase a crow, come Rico. I have to tell you. Don't mind the sweat in my face. Putting him in the shade now. So we had a nice walk with another dog encounter lady, which is also an encounter if they don't play wildly, right? But the lady was elderly, the dog very wild, so I took into consideration that she was slower and he wasn't fully getting his walk basically. So there were several struggles, like she wanted to sit down, take a break, wished she had taken along some water, and he wants to go in the sunlight. I can't believe it. Wir bleiben jetzt hier. Wir bleiben hier, Rico. So we struggled through all of that, bicycles coming our way, holding them back, planning which way to go so it's more shady. Very considerate, I show her these beautiful fields of flowers that she hadn't seen before. And then all of a sudden there comes on the other side of the street a dog that he absolutely doesn't like, which there are many of, but it's a retriever, and Labradors and golden retriever somehow by mentality setz dich, Rico. He doesn't like. And so ist gut. So ist gut. And so he barks already from across the street in his werewolf mode, like really angry. Nein, du bleibst hier, Rico. Wir warten hier. Alles gut. Someone passing. People can pass, but depends on how they walk, whether he finds it suspicious or not. And another dog on the other side, so could be he's getting noisy. Sorry, this is all. Yeah, this is good, Rico. Very hot, huh? Anyway, so as soon as that dog arrives, the lady says, oh, I have to go and see her. So because their two dogs are friendly, apparently. Mine goes crazy because now he loses his friend, the dog, that he's been on the walk with the whole walk. And that's his fear, of course. He was all the time, while the female dog that he was walking with was making herself interesting and playful and cute, and he taking his role like a compass needle, protecting. Es sind nur Leute, Rico. It's only people. It's okay. Es sind nur Leute. So he's making his protective mode, of course, because the female dog is property, is claimed, needs to be protected. So now his fear is, of course, to lose her, which he does in the moment where the lady goes with the dog across to the other one. And there was no other way for me to just win distance and then come back to this place here where I originally wanted to spend more time. We're also gonna sit down just now in a spot store. So besides from having all my energy to do with controlling him, getting him out of the space there, upon review, I'm also disappointed how you carefully carry an encounter walk together, withstanding the challenges that approach both of us, and then suddenly, oh, I go there now, to the other dog, which is exactly the threat to him. So I don't know. And we'd have so many conversations about how people are not feeling the main or the complete situation, and there she just jumps out and okay. It's really like a slap in the face, yeah? Okay, baby. Now we move on, yeah? So we now arrived at one of our favorite spots to take a break from everything. Let's see how this looks with the new camera. We sat here before many times. Straight, you can look at everything. We find his normal breath back. Hope nothing is disturbing us now. I still have to look out where the spots are where I can't touch. I noticed in my first experimental new camera video I had a finger in front of the lens a few times. Because this is the lens which does not drive in and out, if you call it that, externally, but because it's resistant against water sprinkles when we go to the water, swimming, bathing. It's all hidden behind the window pane glass, and my technological counselor, AI, explained to me, which I found really interesting, that in those cameras that can't use up space back to front, use the zooming space sideways by the redirection of light by prism technology. I think that's totally fascinating how that has been solved as a situation. And yeah, oh, I'm glad his breath turned a bit back to normal. I believe the loudspeaker is on the sides, so I have to touch the camera from top to bottom. I can show you how we are sitting here again. Him like this, me like this, on the rock. And very outdoor adventurously, because I have to be able, and the sweat is dripping off my forehead, I have to be able to grab the camera relatively quickly. Yeah, we go. And put it back also. Therefore, there's a very practical pocket that I attached to the belt. You can check my belt. Ta-da. So, or maybe the other side, like this. And then it closes with zips. And there's a hand sling, okay, back to here, where I can grab it from and let it disappear. So it's all outdoorsy, which is what I am also. And I can feel how this helps. I'm already putting my feet in the ground. Socks dirty, obviously. Dog relaxing. Oh, and I'm so looking forward to a nice sparkling water drink with some sauerkraut juice. Carnivore sauerkraut juice. Just a shot. It is so refreshing, and salt and magnesium however I want, but it's always a dog arriving at the leash, but not coming towards us, so that's okay. I hope that he sees it already. I hope he's had his exhaustion now already. He smells before he sees. We already had a challenge directly after leaving the door. There was a Great Dane arriving on a leash, luckily, but Great Dane is like a horse, big like a horse. Let's see if I can show both, dog and people. Alles gut, du bleibst bei mir, Rico. Bleibst bei mir. Okay, so ist es gut. Distance was okay, very good. And so, it's not a good start, of course, trying to avoid the heat. Planning, are we gonna have enough possibility energy-wise to reach a water spot like a fountain? No, we didn't. Instead we met the lady with a dog where I thought, nice dog encounter, peaceful, walking together is good practice also. And then this treason, oh, this, da-da-da. And off she went. I'm wondering how she disappeared so quickly, because she was walking slowly, she's rather old, the dog was hassling her because the dog was faster, and now I stayed in the same kind of area, just walked around the block to get safe spaces, and she suddenly must have been able to be very quick. Yeah, I wonder what she didn't like about our encounter. Because she's happy how peaceful these two love each other. But apparently, if I walk with someone and like the dog encounter, I don't walk off to someone just because they're passing. I meet them another time. But there's no more loyalty in this world today. So I just see there are several functions obviously, that I have not familiarized myself with on the camera. My wonderful assistant AI for technological questions helped me better than the instruction manual. The instruction manual was a full book in several languages, only 4 pages for each language, so with a few diagrams, so I studied that against my will, but I thought, okay, there are several, like locking the different flaps in double lock security mode. That's quite interesting. So it's good to know how do they work and how does it work and which cable, which adapter, and so. But I found really good possibilities to operate it now. But eventually, which always helped me more with technological changes, whether it was a button phone. I don't own a smartphone, so I have an old-fashioned button phone only for code verifications and things like that, but or SMS or emergency call. But that's why I also I considered, do I take a smartphone now as a camera and leave it offline and no SIM card and all that? Because I was impressed how people showing me their videos and photos with smartphones, the quality is sometimes better than if you film with your camera, right? If it's an old one. So next test will be maybe around the weekend or beginning of the week, because it's going to be so hot. That would help with wanting to swim, but I have to get there also, right? And the walk there could be too exhausting in the heat. But the next test will be, I want to see how this camera is doing with water reflections, because that's where the shortcomings of the old camera were, of course, as you could see all these purple and green imaginary out-of-space stripes, which pura light sensors, as my professional technology coach AI explained to me, can display, it's like older sensors, weaker lens, and then they're not able to accommodate the very challenging situations all at once, like fast movement, running dog, water, reflecting light, and then maybe darker light conditions around the leaves. So it's all at once, and then now this camera, I am sure, will be able to manage all of that.